Welcome to Understand. This is Jordan with SciTools. Today I'll be introducing the global search bar, the new unified way to find anything and everything inside Understand. We'll take a look at how global search makes it faster to find what you need, whether that's entities, file contents, or plugins and commands. You'll see how easy it is to jump between search categories, instantly open results, run plugins right from the search bar, and even access our entire repository of help content, all in one place. So by the end of this video, you'll be ready to navigate your code base, your tools, and your resources without ever even lifting your hands off the keyboard. So here at the top, we have our new global search bar. The default search looks through all categories, but it's also possible to change a specific category to be the default. So you can always start in entity search or search file contents, which is the old instant search. So if we go here and we just search graphs, we can see there are 10 run commands, there's 1 in file contents, and there's 32 help resources that mention graphs. But if we go to our project settings, so for Mac that'll be under Understand Preferences, or if you're on Windows it'll be under Tools Options. And we go to Windows, and here we see under Search Bar, the default search results to global, but we can change that to, let's say, help. Press OK. And now when we type graphs, we're automatically in the help category. So let me just change it back to global for now. Okay. Something to note here is that when we click into the search bar, we see all the categories and also the keyboard shortcuts like the close angle bracket or the ampersand sign that allow us to jump right into a specific category, even if we're starting from global. So for instance, if I wanted to access the help category, I would just type the pound sign, and now I'm automatically in the help category. And if I press backspace or delete, it'll take me back to the global option. Note that we can also press enter to jump into the first result, which makes it easier to kind of not have to take your hands off the keyboard. So if we go into entities, let's press the $sign, and then we'll search for something like arg. And if I press enter, that'll take me to that very first search result. Note that we can also use the arrow keys to navigate it. And enter will take us to that search result. Another neat thing we can do is we can set up key bindings to instantly jump into any of the categories as well, which means we don't have to click into the search bar and then press the keyboard shortcut to get into that specific category. We can actually just set up a keyboard shortcut. So let's walk through that. So to do so, we're going to go back into our settings, Understand Preferences, and then we're going to go to Key Bindings. Now under name search, you can find all of the categories by searching for the word search. And here you'll see that there is an option to set up key bindings for the commands subcategory or the entities or files or find subcategories. But here you can see I've already set up a new keyboard shortcut to access search commands, and that's going to be Option Command C for me. So if I just delete that to reset it, what you do to set one up is click into it and then type shortcut that you'd like to use and then click away. Make sure not to press enter when you're done with the keyboard shortcut, as that will actually include enter into the sequence. It'll think that you want to have the enter or return key as part of the sequence. So just click away and then we'll press OK. And now let's go back to just the default here and click into the editor. And then now I'm going to press Option Command C to pull up the commands subcategory. And as you can see, it pulls up the command search right away. This can make it really shorthand if you want to, if there's one or a few subcategories that you use frequently. say you're constantly trying to pull up the help content, you could always have, a keyboard shortcut that was like Option Command H to just go straight to that very, very quickly. So now that we're in run commands, one thing to point out is that run commands is actually dynamic. So it only shows the commands available for where you are in the code or for the entity that's selected. So if you're looking at a class, it won't show the option to create a function control flow, for instance. So let's go over to the entity filter and look at classes. Now, if I pull one up, here we have it highlighted. So if I open the command search and we look for control flow, it's not there. Now let's go find a function. So I'll sort by functions, and then let's try this one. We have it highlighted. Now if we open command search and we search control, we see that there's a graph for control flow. Press that and it pulls up the control flow graph right away for this function. Super useful and really quick. Now moving on to plugins. We can access our plugins by using the plus sign by default. So let's go into plugins here. And one thing that's really cool about the plugins is you can run them and edit them directly from this search bar. So let's look for the Halstead metrics iReport, right? So if we hover over it, we can see that there's this edit icon and this run icon. So first I'll show how we can edit it. So if we press the edit, it'll pull up a copy of it. And so you can see this is the actual script. This is the custom metric script. So you're free to edit it and customize it however you would like to and save it. But if we pull up Halstead metrics again, here, let me close out of that and don't save that. But if we pull it up again, and you'll see we can actually just run it. So then it's pulling up the configuration for the check. These all look fine. Okay. All right, so as you can see, we pulled up the Halstead metrics iReport and ran it immediately from the global search bar. Last but not least, having access to the help content directly is extremely helpful. There's full access to our blog, our YouTube tutorials, our help manual, and our support website. So let's say you want to learn more about how to create a project. So if we type in creating projects, you'll see that there are a bunch of manuals that come up. And then if we wanted to say, look for Visual Studio Code information to see more about the Understand plugin, you'll see that there are a couple support website results as well as a YouTube video that demonstrates how to set up and use the VS Code extension for Understand. So there we have it. That's the new global search in Understand. It's faster, smarter, and more connected than ever. To learn more about the global search or any other features within Understand, visit support.scitools.com.